There's nothing worse when you're trail running and you get lost on a trail. Garmin Trails, which actually gives you turn-by-turn maps while you're on your watch. Now, you might have already been using this for a while, but if not, I'm gonna give you kind of the elementary of how to actually use it and get started while you're running. When you're on the Garmin app, you are simply gonna go to the far right-hand screen where it says More. You're gonna click on More. Then you're gonna click on Training and Planning. Then you're gonna click on Garmin Trails. Now you could make your own custom trails or make your own routes, but this is a pretty easy way if you want to explore what's around you for trails that have already been created that then you can then send to your watch and have turn-by-turn trail directions while you're running. So once we're on there, you can actually see your current location and you'll see little dots around the map of ones that you can select, or if you swipe up from the bottom, you'll see the number of trails that are already logged on there, and you can go in and click and it will give you a rating of moderate, easy, hard. You can see the distance, the total ascent, and the total descent. So if you go ahead and click on one of those, say you want to do one, and you like the mileage, the total ascent, the total descent, and everything looks good, you can then send it to your watch. There's a couple ways that you can do that. When you're on the screen itself, there's a big button that says send a device, or in the top right, there's just an icon of a watch and an arrow. Now you're gonna click that, and it's gonna send to your phone, and then when you sync sync to your watch, and when you sync the app and it goes back to your watch, you're then gonna be able to go to the activity. So if you're doing a trail run or an ultra run, you can select that activity from your watch, from the action button. So we're gonna select the right activity, let's say it's trail run, and then we're gonna scroll down before we start the activity, and we are gonna go into navigate. Once we click on navigate, we're then gonna scroll down to saved, which is locations, courses, and collections. And then it will show up on that map the name that was in the phone. You're gonna click on that. It's gonna give you a recap of the name of the trail, the distance, information, the length, the total ascent, and then you're simply gonna hit do course. Once you hit do course, it's gonna load that map into the activity. It's gonna give you a little beep indicating that it is loaded, and then you're just gonna click the action start button again, and it will load the map in the activity. From then you can change the screens to reflect, if you like your current pace, whatever custom screens you've set up, but you'll also have a map screen. And even if you're off that screen, it will give you a little bit of a vibration or a noise, tell you when your next turn is ahead, just like a driving direction GPS, just to make sure if you're on a complicated course, it'll tell you when you need to turn, etc. And then of course, if you get lost and you're in the middle of it, you can also use the go back or route back feature to go back to the trailhead.